reflection, right? So when we can see the objects, when the presence of light. If there is no light, we cannot see the objects, right? So how can we able to see the objects with the help of the light? Which means whenever the light rays falls on the object, right? These light rays received by the objects, some of the light rays are received by the objects, and most of the light was reflected back, right? Suppose if you are here and most of the light reflected back and enters into our eye, so that our eye has the sensation of vision, so that we can able to see the objects. Here the light rays falls on the object in most of the part, and this object reflects the light rays in all the directions. But what are the light rays enters into our eye? Only those light rays, those part of the light rays of the object, we can see that. We can see the object in the presence of light, so that from this we can say that light itself, it is a form of energy. Light is a form of invisible energy. Clear? And due to this, we can see that objects, so that it makes or it produces sensation of vision. Clear? So, what are the sources of light? And we cannot see the light, but with the help of the light, we can see the objects. Next one is sources of light. A source of light can be defined as a body which emits light. What are the bodies which produces the light, right? So those bodies we call it as a source of light. But most often we need the light in the body must produce the light in all the directions, right? In very rare cases, the body which emits the light in only one direction. We need that in the separate cases, right? The body which emits the light is nothing but a source of light. The emitting of light may be in all the directions or may be in a particular direction. That depends upon our need. Sometimes we need to emit the light in all the directions, and sometimes we need to emit the light in only one particular direction, right? So, and this source of light is again classified into two types, right? On example for this body which emits light, that means source of light is sun, bulb, candle, lighted candle, etc. Clear? And the source of light is classified into two types. First one is self-luminous body. So a self-luminous body can be defined as the body which produces the light by itself, or the bodies which emits the light by itself on their own. Is nothing but self-luminous bodies, or simply we call it as a luminous bodies. So example for this is sun, burning candle, clear, and electric bulb, stars, etc. Non-self-luminous bodies, second one. So the non-self-luminous bodies are nothing but the bodies which does not emit the light on their own is called non-self luminous bodies. So example for non-self luminous bodies are all the objects comes under this non-self luminous bodies except these light emitting sources. So moon, earth, child, bag, board, etc. All those comes under non-self luminous bodies. Next one is medium. So generally matter of any type, right, maybe solid, liquid or gas, whatever it is, matter of any type is nothing but a medium, right? So when light falls on the medium, depending upon the nature of the medium, right, when the light falls on the solids, it reacts in a particular way, on liquids in different way, on solids, liquids and gases in different ways, right? When light falls on them in the sense, when light falls on the matter, maybe solids, liquids or gases, right, because all those are different, so that it different medium reacts differently. Light falls on the different mediums so that it reacts in a different way. Clear? So here optical medium, there is a definition for that. An optical medium is nothing but it is a substance, right? That substance may be solid, liquid or gas, whatever it is, the medium. The substance which allows the light either partially or wholly. That means either half of the light may allow through that, or the full light may allow. It allows the light, half of the light or full light, and that medium is nothing but optical medium. Generally whatever the medium is, and that medium we call it as a optical medium, right? Whatever the medium is, and that medium we call it as a optical medium. By the statement it has partially or wholly. That means it may allow the light half, or it may allow the light total light, right? So that medium is nothing but a optical medium, and all the substances comes under the category of optical medium. Clear? And this optical medium is classified into two types: homogeneous and heterogeneous. Homogeneous and heterogeneous. A homogeneous medium is nothing but it is the category, comes under the category of optical medium. Homogeneous medium is nothing but it is an optical medium. Homogeneous medium is an optical medium, but in this medium the light is uniform composition. The uniform composition of light throughout the medium. That means, for example, take a glass, pure glass. Through the pure glass, the light allows completely, that means fully, in all the directions. Clear? So you can see the part at this point clearly, and you can see the part at the end of the part also clearly. So that means the light allows uniformly in all the directions through that medium. Clear? So you can see outside of the glass, right, clearly, right, at any point throughout this medium the light allows in the same way. The light passes in the same way. So you can see this object and this object, right, clearly the same, with the same light. So that examples for this homogeneous are pure water, pure glass, pure air, right? So all those comes under homogeneous medium, right? And coming to the heterogeneous medium, heterogeneous is also a part of optical medium, so which has different compositions at different points, so example for this is impure water. That means if there is an impure water, we can see, right, the objects clearly at lower height, and we cannot see the objects clearly at somewhat deeper. Clear? It is a beaker filled with impure water. If you are here, you can see the one somewhat clearly than the number 2, because of 2 is deeper than 1. So the light at the position of 1, we can see that falls on the point 1 somewhat more than the light falls on the point 2. So that we can see the number 1 clearly than number 2, because it is an impure water. So here if you observe this, here the light passes differently at different points. Here there is more light than the point 2. Right? In the same way, the snow days in winter seasons, you can see the objects which are near to you is clearly than the objects which are somewhat far away from you. But in normal days, we can see the objects at up to some distance clearly. But in winter seasons, we can see only the objects which are very near to us, right? Because of due to snow, right? And that medium also comes under heterogeneous, because in that medium the composition of light is different for different points, right? So that we can see the objects clearly which are near to us than the objects which are somewhat away from us, right? That is the category of heterogeneous. Clear?